Hello, Leo, and welcome to your general reading for June 2025. If you just found my channel, thank you so much for being here and welcome. All right, Leo, let's take a look at what's going on spiritually around this journey, and then we're going to see what's happening. Healing the soul's DNA. You could have been in a painful period of time. Maybe you or this person have been through some karmic relationships. Could be. All right, let's see what's going on. Leo, you have an old love returning, or you're returning in their life if this is vice versa. Let's see what's going on. Leo. I just heard something really interesting. You may meet someone new, and there is something about that person that feels like a reincarnation of that first person. It might just be a really powerful recognition. I don't know what else is going on there. I'm not going to dig into that. I mean, I don't know. Do you believe that people can come back into an existing human? I don't know. I don't know, but that came to me. Wow. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Soul awakening. Consciousness around your soul's identity is happening now. You're joining others as part of a massive global awakening. I almost bit my tongue. Interesting. Rediscovery. Peel back the layers of a person or situation to discover what you may not have originally known. When they enter your life or re-enter your life, Leo, you might have had, 10, 20 years pass. And so you're trying to understand who they are, maybe what their life was all about while you were separated. And I'm also getting that there's something unusual, but we're going to dig into that. We have sharing. I feel like this is knowledge sharing. It also could be something you're learning about this person, like they have a lot to say to you. Okay, so let's check out the Journey of the Soul and the Guided Soul combo deck and see what else needs to come through. I just saw 333. You might be seeing that synchronicity. Maybe that's a confirmation. This is a message for you. Wow, guys. Geez. Revelation. An important truth is coming to light. Okay. Oh my gosh. And I'm getting this really bizarre feeling from this card. Recognition. It comes back to what I said about you're going to look at someone and almost see through their eyes the essence of another person. I don't know what that means. I mean, clearly I could speculate. Visionary, architecting your future, the sky's the limit, imagination, creativity. There they are. Arrival, they show up. You might have waited for them. You might have wondered, will we ever reconnect? They might be going through some sort of, huge awakening. Maybe as you look at them and you see the essence of who they used to be, you have to get to know them on a totally different level because they're a very different person now. Inevitable change. Rewriting the story, massive shifts in life. It could be that their presence in your life ends up changing things for you, or you see that they're going through some changes. Surprise and truth. Wow. I feel like this is important. Something they share is going to be really interesting. Okay, let's get to it. What do you need to know about this interaction, Leo? A lot of communication. There could be travel. Hey, I want to I want to see you. Come and see me. Maybe this is an unexpected arrival. All right, let's see how this unfolds for you, Leo. Okay, I want to keep them in order. For some reason, I'm feeling it. Okay, bottom of the deck, Queen of Wands. That could be your energy. All right, we have the Page of Swords, the Knight of Wands, the Hanged Man, Queen of Cups. I feel like how you felt about each other whenever you dated, met, whatever that was. I feel like it never felt like the love never died. I feel like perhaps you've held space for one another. You might find out that this person is in the middle of some, changes in their life, changes with their work. And I feel like what you've observed about them, I don't know. I'm almost starting to get a feeling like you're hoping to, rekindle, revive. But then as you kind of peel back the layers of this person, I don't know if what you discover about them or they discover about you changes things. I don't know. Let's get some clarifiers. Queen of Cups. Water energy. This can also be a partner if they're with someone. Queen of Cups. Could be that there's just a lot of emotion. Okay, we have the Five of Swords. Let's keep going. The Fool. Somebody in this scenario is, I feel, moving on from something. And it could be that there have been strong emotions that really never died. But I do feel like the challenge here is maybe moving past the perception, maybe because there was a difficult history. Maybe someone in this equation, kind of acted like a fool. With the Five of Swords and the Fool, I'm kind of feeling like someone's emotions were toyed with. And I don't know if Spirit is saying, look at them now. Maybe a different perspective is needed. They've changed. Maybe they haven't changed and you're wanting to see them in a different light. I don't know. Let's take a look at the Two of Pentacles. I feel like that's a significant energy. The Queen of Swords, the Death card, the High Priestess, and the Two of Pentacles. I think you wondered why it ended. I think you have been toying with something in your mind for the longest time. What happened to your relationship? What happened to the feelings? If they have ended something, and I mean very permanently, maybe they're wondering, are you on the fence about coming back together? Maybe they tell you why, maybe they don't. Maybe you've been kind of holding it in, not wanting to divulge, that you have feelings for them. What ended? Well, this can just be you've moved on from it. If they've ended something, they're getting to a better place. Maybe this is sparking, the impending arrival. What is Page of Swords? Are you keeping an eye on one another? Three of Wands. One of you may know the other is in transition in your life in some way because of something that has changed, but maybe the direction that is taken, is unknown. There could be this, well, let's just kind of see how this plays out. There might be an unknown variable. We have the Five of Pentacles. I feel like this is the void, the silence, the walking away, and it could be past energy. Maybe this is, can we pick up where we left off? I think there will be something you discover, something you receive from this person, news, information, an email, a text. What is the Knight of Wands? I feel like there's a bit of a secret, though. I want to get to that. The Knight of Wands, we have the Eight of Wands and the Five of Cups. I'm getting a stop-start, like it seemed to progress beautifully and then boom, something disappointed you or something stopped. And you've been wondering, Seven of Pentacles, what happened? Maybe that's what's going to come out. Well, that person might have gotten married, Hierophant. They might have ghosted, Four of Swords. They might share with you, which maybe they haven't yet, or you've been trying to ascertain that they have been going through something really difficult with family members. Four of Wands, Five of Wands. How do you see this person? I want to look at your point of view. How will you view them? Hanged Man. How will you view them? Whoa. Okay. Gosh darn it. That's a lot of cards. Okay. We have the Tower. The Knight of Wands again. The Knight of Pentacles. The Ten of Wands. The Six of Cups. The Queen of Wands. I was guided to take them all. I normally don't take that many. Bottom of the deck here, interestingly, if I hadn't showed that Queen of Wands. So it came out. I don't think that you have ever lost that passion. It might be a shock to see them. They might even act like nothing happened. I don't know why I'm getting that. It's like, I was suspended wondering what happened to you, because I feel like, do you remember in the movie when they were at the pep rally and the pink ladies brought in Danny and she was like, totally shocked to see him and he was shocked to see her. What are you doing here? Well, we had a change of plans. I think that you felt sort of the very long passing of time between when you last saw this person, because the past weighs on you, maybe very heavily. And so this is a bit of a shock. I think this was the first card out. It feels to me like the most significant. So I want to look at what is it about them that is different. And I'm not sure how to portray that, but I think I'll use this deck. What is it about your person that has changed? Or what do you learn? What do they share that you didn't know? We have three queens here. Is it three or four? No, three. We just don't have the Queen of Pentacles. Now, this does not have court cards. This Osho deck is about a deep dive into the soul. So let's look at, what are you seeing in your person? What are you recognizing about them, or what are you coming to realize? Okay. Interesting. They've sat on the decision to reach out to you. I feel like they were waiting for, the right time. Wow. And I don't know why I'm feeling this from these cards, but I am. And maybe this is sparking something within you. We have the Nine of Pentacles, which is kind of kicking back and enjoying life. While that's not a bad thing, you might be thinking, did you hold back from me for a reason? Control. like it was some form of, well, I'll let you miss me, or hey, it maybe, I know you cared a lot, but it wasn't good for me at the time. And I'm almost wondering if like there's a devil energy that's about to come through, because you're thinking, how insincere or inconsiderate. Why would you do that? I don't know why I'm feeling like it suddenly changes. Healing. Maybe they have gone through healing. Maybe you have. We have guilt. What else? Wow. Jeez. Cards are flying. 5 of Swords. They might have entered into another relationship. They might have looked at how they acted towards you in the past and reflected upon that, within themselves, like, wow, oops, Five of Pentacles, like, I really dissed this person. I left this person out in the cold. I was kind of a jerk. If they got married, if they had another relationship, you might think that the change in them is like night and day comparison. It's the 5 of Swords energy, but this deck is a little bit different. Maybe they were more, the relationship was more temporary then, and maybe you never expected to have deep feelings. Maybe they didn't. Maybe they have really worked on themselves. 8 of Pentacles, like they've become more solid. We have Abundance and the 2 of Cups. They might have done quite well. They might be in a relationship. They might want a partnership, and that partnership with you could be very fruitful. How do you feel? I'm kind of curious. What crosses your mind about this person? Addictions. I felt the devil energy, and that would indicate there's something that really needed to get ironed out. And whether it is, I don't know, chasing something else and that was at your expense, or there was something unfulfilled with them and they've realized that it has to go a whole lot deeper, or you're realizing that there's something that was an unhealthy, addiction, fixation, behavior. Guilt, shame, and deep remorse over past actions. So we have guilt twice. Deception. Someone is not being honest or is withholding information. And take a chance. You can't grow in your comfort zone. Stepping into the unknown is trusting the universe. Go for it. It depends on whether or not the two of you can, I guess, be real and come clean with one another. Let's see what's going to play out. The honoring path, kindred partnership, doing the right thing. Bottom of the deck, storm warning. I don't think you see this coming. I think that when they reappear in your life, you may find out they've been through something like a divorce, a change in their work, a change in who they are on a really deep soul level. And I think they're coming back to make it right. This can also be if you find yourself in very different circumstances and you're evaluating, do I want to go back to my past or stay in my present? You might have already learned that lesson. And so this could be a bit of a test. All right, Leo, I'm going to pause there. In the extended, we're going to unfold this and where it goes. Thank you for being here. Members, the extended will be in your playlist. I will see you in the next video. Take care.